Are there any interesting studies going on that you're aware of right now that are not necessarily in the areas that you were focused on, which is the neurological function?
Well, I'm aware of the studies that are being done by a Columbia group on animal models of Parkinson's disease. And we found that giving those animals ketone esters, which raise ketones, have definitely blocked the damaging effect of drugs that usually cause a Parkinson-like syndrome in the rat. And we also know that feeding animals who have been genetically altered so that they have Alzheimer's disease genes, if you feed them ketone-raising products, you can block or arrest the development of Alzheimer's disease. Not completely, but to a very substantial degree. So I think studies, I might call basic science studies, are very encouraging. And then there are studies that have been done at Oxford University showing that rats fed ketone ester increased their physical endurance by 30%, and they increased their cognitive ability as indicated by their ability to get through a maze that stands between them and food more rapidly by 70%.
Wow.
That's very encouraging. So, as I have indicated throughout our discussion, there's so many different studies that show support for this idea that it would be a shame not to take all these encouraging results and convince funding agencies to test them in humans under the right conditions.
If you were at a much earlier stage in your own career, is there a study that you have a burning desire to do? What would you choose to go after first if you were in a position now?
There are a number that are very encouraging. I would certainly be doing studies on patients with Alzheimer's disease, with Parkinson's, maybe with Lou Gehrig's disease, lateral sclerosis. I would certainly want to see what it does for diabetes. It might be helpful in obesity because people who take these ketones lose weight. There are a lot of illnesses where maybe autism might be improved.
And you mentioned epilepsy before.
Well, epilepsy has already been shown that ketogenic diets can improve or reduce the number of seizures in epileptic children, particularly, sometimes by 90%, sometimes by 50%, but a tremendous improvement. Nobody really knows the mechanism by which this occurs, and that needs to be studied. So that's certainly an area that needs more attention.